Yeah, good evening, everyone. Um, we are all welcome on board, and thank you all for joining the call. My name is Uyiro Abibula. I'm the technical lead for GDSC UI. That's Google Developer Student Club, University of Ibadan. And I'm the technical lead for the club here. So today I'll be anchoring the info session for the next tech hackathon, and yeah. So before we get started, I would like to confirm if we are all on the same page and if we are all following. So can I get um some messages, your favorite emojis on the chat section? Thank you, thank you. Um and okay, yeah. Also, um so as I said earlier, my name is Abib, and then GDSC UI. I would like to introduce the team. We have Bukola Olapade, who is the community lead for GDSC UI. We have Eniola Oluwabakari, who is the co-lead for GDSC UI. We have Toyiba as well, who is the non-technical lead, and myself, who is the technical lead, which constitutes the core team. And then we have other very important leaders as well, all from the technical track leads, which are 11 in number, to the non-technical lead. And this, everyone constitutes um, one stake in the success of all of our events, NexTech Hack inclusive, which we are working on. And thank you all for joining us on this. We hope to give you guys the best. So on the call, I believe we have leads from other universities. Um, we have different schools here in Southwest that we are partnering with, and we are working on this beautiful initiative with. We have Lautech, we have OAU, LASU, Lagos State University, Kwara State University as well, Kolada IC, Babcock University, First Technical University, Olabisi Onabanjo University, and Bamidele Olumilua University of Education. So in total, we have 11 different um, institutions in Southwest that are all participating in the Next Tech Act. So this is an opportunity for you to showcase whatever idea you have, um, to confirm the viability of it, and to see if it is something people actually want. So what exactly is Next Tech Act? Next Tech Hack basically is an hackathon where we emphasize the use of technology in solving local problems around us. So basically, as a student, say for example, um, there's an issue you observe around you, which is common around and affects other people as well, probably the university community, um, the hospitals, and some other things. And then you feel okay, there's a solution or there's an idea you have in mind, which you can use to improve or to make a solution out of that. So next take hack is basically that hackathon where we want you to bring in your best ideas and then work on something to um to show to us, yeah. And to before we GDSU has been working on previous events before we go to next tech hack itself. Earlier this session we started with the different technical trainings where we had our study jam sessions. Yeah, where we had our study jam sessions across the 11 tracks, to where the um, technical track leads tutor the different members of the track every Saturday. I think it's for 8 different sessions. So that's the aspect of the technical training to teach people their different technical knowledge in their different technical aspects, um, front end, back end, AI, machine learning, data science, problem, sorry, product management, quality assurance, and all of those. And then we also have the problem solving mindset. Of course, when you have set of skills, you would need to like, because in the world of today you have to like be creative, you have to like find a way to stand out and all of this. So there's the problem solving mindset, which is usually like not common. So we had a program, Take Quest, to like lay emphasis on the problem solving mindset in students. And now we have TechQuest, which is a cumulative of all of our previous events. So there are technical trainings, right? You have the technical skill sets now, and now you have the problem solving mindset as well. So when you take the two of them together, you're able to like create a solution that makes an impact in your community. So that's the whole genesis of NexTech Hack. I hope we are on the same page. And please, if at all you have any question or any inquiries at any period of the session, kindly signify or send in your question through the chat section. Yeah. So the hackathon stages, we have different stages for the hackathon. Currently the registration is starting today, and a link to that will be sent to the NexTech WhatsApp group. So if you are not on the group, please you can signify through the chat section. If at all you are not on the group, I believe everyone here is on the NexTech group. And then we are having the info session, which would explain or give us an overview of all that the NexTech app is all about. And then every individual is expected to like form a team if you are interested in participating, if you're interested in making an impact in your community. So form a team that is at least two people in the team and a maximum number of five people in the team, where you guys collaborate together and bring in different technical expertise to create a solution that solves a problem in your community, your local community. Yeah. So the registration starts today, which is 27th of February, and then your first submission, the first stage submission is expected to be 6th of March, which is in about a week from now. So between now and next week, 6th of March, you are expected to have come up with a minimal viable product, which solves like the major part of the problem and is very like clear and concise. Nothing crazy. Your MVP, come up with your MVP, and you submit that by 6th of March, which is next month and next week as well. So between 6th of March and 10th of March, that will be the grading period where we have our different judges grade the ideas, and then the finalist announcement would be made on 10th of March. So what's next after the finalist announcement? We have the grand finale for the program, where 10 different teams, 10 solutions will be picked out of all entries that were made, and will be coming to like represent their various institutions from wherever they are coming um, at the University of Ibadan. And on the grand finale, there would be the physical presentation of your pitch, yeah, and there will also be like the judging, which is at that venue itself, where the best three would be announced. So you might wonder, what was the prices for the top three, and also the other seven teams that did not emerge as top three, what was in it for them? So for the first three, I think I'll keep the best for the last. So I'll start with the teams that do not get into the top three. So all of the 10 teams would be onboarded into accelerator program. They also get the benefits to win swags. and yeah, a couple of different swags. So, and then the top three team for the first team, they'll be winning a cash prize of 300,000. For the second team, they'll be winning a cash prize of 200,000, and for the last team, they'll be winning a cash prize of 150,000. Yeah. So I hope that excites us. Yeah. So before I continue, does anyone has any question or anything? Yeah. Okay, all right. In the absence of any question, I would continue. So for the judging criteria for all entries that will be made, there are some particular factors that would be considered, and I want us to like pay attention to this. Um, so first of all, the technology which you used to build your solution is very, very critical. So how have you come up with the whole architecture of your solution such that it is scalable and it properly addresses a problem? So it means on your team you have to have a technology savvy person, I would say, someone that is like very good technological wise and with all of these various tools that can get that done for the team. So the quality of your code, the engineering skill that has been used to craft the whole solution. So that's one of the factors that will be considered, the technology. And further on, the design as well will be considered. So how user intuitive is your solution? How are users excited to use your solution? um, Accessibility as well, and various things regarding design. So the aesthetics of your solution comes in play in this aspect, your user interface, the user interaction, and yeah, attention to detail as well. So next is the business side of your solution. So the solution you are making, as much as it should be important and make an impact in your local community, does it has a potential to become a business such that people are willing to pay for it? So that needs to be considered as well. And next is presentation. So during the submission of the first stage, you'll be required to submit a video demo of your application of your solution. So you need to be very very clear when you are presenting your solution, such that um, it is very very detailed and the judges are able to like understand what exactly the problem is and how you are addressing that problem with your solution. So your oral presentation and your clarity, yeah, that's presentation. And the last is impact. So how does your solution makes an impact in the community? How much of an impact can it make in your community? So you have a solution such that it can be used, and probably you are solving a solution like say for example in the health field. Probably there's an issue such that people have to like wait for too long, and it affects every student. It affects every worker in the university community. So how much of an impact can your solution make there? So how impactful is your solution? So those are the five criteria that will be used to judge your submissions. I would reiterate again: the technology, the design, the business side of your solution, your presentation, and impact. So those are the five criteria on which your solutions would be judged on. Um, so before I go on, does anyone ask any question? Okay, there's one question on the chat section. Yeah. All right, so I would start with your second question. So this particular session is being recorded, and the link to it will be shared as well. So, and in addition, all um, everything required for like this for the whole hackathon will be shared on the group. So you need to like be on the group to get all the information. And yes, I did see a video presentation. So during the first stage of the submission, oh, okay, 1 second, please. During the first stage of your submission, you'll be required to submit a pitch deck, a detailed document that explains the problem and solution, and a video pitch. For the first stage, sorry, you submission of the MVP is not 100% required, but you need to have an MVP for the submission on the grand final. That's if you get into the top 10. Um, if you get into the top 10 submissions, yeah. Does anyone ask any question as well? Um, okay. So I think I have covered everything about the details required for the hackathon. So I would like to invite any of the other core team members on the call to speak if there's anything that's missing so far. Thank you. Hmm, oh, wow. Yeah, yeah. In addition, I think I missed out on something. So, your solution should be something that solves a problem around your local community. Yeah. Um, it should also like align with any of the 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, the United Nations SDGs. So, your submission should be one of those SDGs, which are poverty, climate, life below water, and things in that regard. So you can check that out. The 17 UN SDGs. For the main theme of the hackathon, sorry, I don't have that. Yeah. So I think that might be all from my end. And yeah, I would like to invite any of the other team member, Eniola, Bukola, or Toiba. If there's any other thing that's missing or that you want to like address, thank you. I'm here, Bukola. You can go on. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Great, thank you. I just want to go over this things quickly and more in depth and emphasize on some things that Abiba said. So you're basically coming in. We understand how important your time is. As students, we are all students, right? We have classes, we have everything, and that's why in the first stage we decided that we do not need it is not necessary. You can decide if you have it. It's not necessary to have your MVP since that seems to be a very time-taking thing to build for some solutions. So we do not necessitate it on that part. So you can have time to focus on your pitch deck, on your product document, and on the video. Now your video can be something sort of like a voice to your pitch deck, a voice to your problem and solution. So you're trying to say that okay, you're trying to give us visual reasons whether you are pitching in your video or you are being creative with it. You're trying to show us that okay, this is why this problem is important, and this is why this is the solution to it. You can be maybe showing us. Okay, I don't want to put ideas in anybody's head, but you can be creative with it. You can just wow us, right? and it would help your presentation. Uh, Also, I want to highlight the thing of UN SDGs. So if any of you applied in the Google Solutions Challenge that just closed submissions, you might be already familiar with. Okay, you might be familiar with the UN SDGs already and working around the UN SDGs. Uh, but I like to think that there is no problem limit outside of the UN SDGs. Like if I'm thinking right now that okay, what is the problem around me that I want to solve? I don't think there is. I like to think that I'll always be able to fix it into a UN SDG. So it's kind of a very broad scope, so you should not be worried about. You just need to find a way to align your problem to, or find out how your problem aligns with which SDG. So there are 17 SDGs, social developmental goals. So there are 17 SDG, social developmental goals, and you want to make sure that you can um, that you can align your problem to one of them and tell us how your problem. Oh, sorry. Then you can tell us how your problem makes or gives a proper solution to that UN SDG. It doesn't have to be can be just a tiny part of the SDG as they are. Uh, Resources we'll try to share resources with you on the UNSDGs, on what to look out for, on how to create a pitch deck and other things like that you need, so that you are not lost on what a pitch deck look like and how to create it. So these things, I like to think that these things are not very difficult things to put together. You are thinking, okay, I want to solve a problem. So you're thinking of a problem and a solution. Now remember that there are a lot of people too that are like you that want to solve a problem. And we're going to be looking through a lot of applications. So you try to wow the judges as much as possible. Details will be appreciated. Um, Good designs, great designs of pitch decks will also be appreciated because it's a competition, right? You want to wow things. So let me quickly think about okay, registration. Registration will kickstart right after this. You get to just you give a brief on the problem and your team. Now you have a maximum team something minimum of 2 people, maximum of 4 people. Now there is your team is any bigger than 4, please find a way to cut it down. And if you do not have a team, you have an idea and you do not have a team, you can always go and look around you in your university environment and just find people to collaborate with and put together a team to apply for this. Habib has gone over the judging criteria. I don't have all the details of that from my head because I'm doing all this from my head. But I think I had about technology, I had about impact, I had about business and presentation, and one last thing I can't remember. So those things will help you guide you, and you just look at how to just list those 5 things down. Look at how to make sure that you are killing all of them when you are submitting your um your presentations and the what you are needed to submit. So I don't think there's any other thing that I would like to add. I don't have any question at this point.
So for those of us that joined late, please can you do more of like a recap on the whole thing?
Okay, so the recap was what I just did now. That I spent, I think, about 5 minutes doing that recap. But the recording of this is going to be available, and I think the documents on this is going to be available. So I'm going to go over some things I did not say and use it to get to some things I said. Uh, the idea of NexTech Hack is born out of the fact that okay, we have communities, Google Developer Student Club around all these campuses, and we are teaching technical skills, we are connecting, we are learning, we are growing. And now, with all those learning that we're doing, why don't we come around and solve problems in our local environment? Now, it's very similar to what Google does with Google Solutions Challenge, but this time we want to like have our own closed space, want to be in our own closed space, want to um, give ourselves the attention that we need. Want to want to make it much more interesting and much more engaging because right we're in a group together and that's not something that Google Solutions Challenge affords. We're in a group together, we're able to connect, we're able to like talk to other people, we're able to connect and meet other people, right? And that's one thing that is very special about this. There's also the fact of okay, now and then I'll talk about. I don't think I want to go over all this over again because I just did. But you can just like check the recording over on the when this is dropped, so you can get an idea of everything. Sorry about that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Bukora. Please, does anyone has any questions that requires any clarification so far? Okay. All right. Eniola, please, do you have anything to add or?
Hi guys, good evening everyone. Not at all, not at this moment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yep. And 1 second. And yeah, Toiba, do you have anything to add?
No, I do not have anything. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. So, thank you everyone. Okay, yeah, Bukola, please.
Okay, sorry for coming back on again. I just wanted to say that we are very excited about like what we put together here and looking forward to seeing you guys build amazing things. One very important thing. If you did apply, if you applied an idea to Google Solutions Challenge, we do not have a restriction of reapplying it here. We also want to like, but you know that the criteria for you need to realign those ideas based on the criteria and based on the things that you are supposed to submit for this. You were not asked to. So I don't think you were asked to submit a pitch deck for Google Solutions Challenge. I don't think you were asked to submit a video. Okay, you were asked to submit a video, but not well, depends on you. So you are not restricted applying the same idea here or the same solution here. We want to see those amazing ideas, and this is just to tell the people that are going to be doing going over from scratch. It is not you have a shot, of course, like you have a very good shot. So you also want to put your effort into things, and you want to make sure that you can shine above people that have a head start or something like that. Thank you guys. Looking forward to all the cool things that you guys get to view.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Bukola. So, one more thing. Would you like to like talk about the arrangements for people that will be coming to UI for the grand finale? Yeah.
Sure. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I said, would you like to talk about the arrangements for the 10
Yes.
teams that will be coming to UI for grand finale?
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So just to clarify on that one. So for the finals, if you get to the final stage, the 10 teams that get to the final stage get to come around to UI. and we are making arrangements for you to be able to we're making arrangements for transportation stipends. We're also making arrangements for accommodation for you here. So you get to come around, you get to have fun, present, and at least it's no cost to you. So you get to you're building for the community, right? And we just want to, so that should be on the community at least for now. So when you get to build on and get out of, like, build beyond the community, then that's not us again. Sorry. But when you come around, when you get to the finals, you there is transportation stipend and there's accommodation for you to come around to the University of Ibadan for the finals. So you don't have to worry about that stage of things, those stage of things. When time comes, we'll smash it together.
Thank you very much, Bukola. I'm particularly excited about meeting amazing minds from other universities and seeing all of the solutions we all come up with. Um, yeah, in some few seconds, does anyone has any question also before we call it a day? No, no. So I don't think there's any question. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for attending this information session. Um, we look forward to like seeing your solutions and also meeting everyone in person at the University of Ibadan. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.